Okay, today we're going to do the classic dry gin martini with a twist. Now, a lot of people like gin martinis with olives, with a lot of olive juice, and they call it like a dirty martini. This isn't that. This is a very refined drink. This is a drink that you can drink before dinner or after dinner. A lot of people like it to help cleanse their palate between dinner and dessert. So, to begin with, here's the ingredients you need. Just your standard vermouth. Keep the vermouth in the refrigerator when not in use. London dry gin. I like Hendrick's gin. Just about any type of gin will do, but you want to make sure you have the juniper berries in that gin. So that's the key ingredient. This gin has been in the freezer, but you can just pull it off the shelf if you want to too. I have a standard shaker, about 3/4 full of ice, just regular ice out of the ice machine. I have a cup to catch the lemon juice. A teaspoon, this is the key measuring piece to this. About 1/8 of a lemon. And then a shot glass. This shot glass is actually measured to 2 ounces, which is exactly the amount of gin we're going to put in here, so it works really well. Some shot glasses are like 1.5 ounces. You want to just keep an eye on that and make sure you get 2 full ounces, maybe even a little bit extra if you're feeling a little crazy. So, let's get started. Again, I've got this about 3/4 full. You don't want it full and you don't want it empty. You want it about 3/4 full. So, first things first, start with the gin. Give yourself a full 2-ounce pour. Like I said, if you want to go a little bit more, feel free. Then the vermouth. And we only use a little bit of vermouth here. A lot of dirty martinis will use 1 ounce or more. I just use 1 teaspoon, which is actually, not that much. I'll let it go a little bit over. Just spill a little bit there, just to add a little bit pizzazz. And then the lemon. I like to squeeze the lemon into this cup right here, just so I can measure it out. A lot of lemons have a lot of different amounts of juice in it, so this really helps you normalize that out. And then after you finish squeezing your lemon, lay it down flat, just like that. But I'm going to go ahead and pour. This should at least be a teaspoon. And again, I put a little more than 2 ounces of gin, so I'll just maybe a little bit dab more of that. Now, we're almost ready to shake. This is just your standard shaker with a drain. But before we do that, I'm going to grab my ice cold glass out of a freezer. It's really important that you keep your martini glasses in the freezer so that they come chilled, because there's no ice in the drink, and so you want it to stay cold as you drink it. But what I'm going to do before I shake it, I kind of like to let that simmer there. I'm going to lay the lemon down flat and create my lemon twist, which is just a fancy way of saying the rind of a lemon. Whoops, this one's not. I'm going to start at the other end and see if I can do a little bit better job. I'm still learning this. It's still art for everybody. There we go. So, maybe I could get that looking a little bit better if I tried a couple of times, but this is just a raw first pass. What I like to do is take my twist and just rub it on the inside of the cold glass. Now, the cold glass has a little fog, a little frozen water on it, so this will just mix real nicely. And then I'll just leave the twist in there. Again, if I wanted a better presentation, I could work on that twist itself. But then you're ready for the shake. This is the fun part. About as vigorous as of a shake as you can get. Now this gin has been in the freezer, so it's going to be a little slow to come out of this strain. Different strainers may have different holes. But this one usually takes a little bit of work just to get all the gin out. So here we go. See how it's kind of slow, but it's coming. Sometimes you have to turn it up like this and shake it around and let it all out. Now the 2-ounce gin drink will not fill up this glass, so that's about as much as you can get out. Maybe give it one last shake, and yeah, there you go. So again, a lot of drinks will fill them up to right to the brim. This isn't going to do that, but believe me, with 2 shots of gin in here, this will do the trick. And you can see just on the top, there's a little layer of ice, and that just keeps your drink cold along with the glass being cold. And this again is a very decadent drink. Enjoy.